last thing I want to discuss with you is, we live in a world of connectedness, instant connectedness. We Facebook, we have Twitter, we text message more than we probably even verbally communicate. But your subject matter is somewhat of a person who is disconnected. And do you see that as part of the future, that we're so connected now that we're actually disconnected?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that even if you look at some of the popular films of our generation, I mean, I think The Matrix really, when you walked out of the theater, you definitely were scratching your head saying, wow, because that's like the ultimate disconnectedness. I mean, we're not even actually human beings. We're pods, and we're living this life through someone else's control. I think that Leonardo DiCaprio's last film, Deception, really hammers that home. So I think that we absolutely are. I think that we are so connected that we have become humanly disconnected. Meaning that there's not many people like us that are sitting here in a studio in my home in some small town in Pennsylvania that are having conversations about this. I think that most people are doing the mundane 9 to 5, living that lifestyle. So, am I worried about it? No. I mean, I embrace technology. I think technology is amazing, but I do sometimes, think about some of the things that you're just saying about being, humanly disconnected. But from a digital standpoint, we're so connected. Meaning that I can have this conversation with a person with India just as easily as I can have it with you, which is kind of amazing, And I think that if you're thinking about the satellite DJ, that is almost like, I almost compare it to someone who's starving themselves to hammer home a political point. The satellite DJ is putting himself into space because he has a message of hope, and and that's kind of like in the warp. In one of the warp tracks is that when you're doing when you're looking at the warp track, there's a song called "Hope Is Floating," and "Hope Is Floating" is a track that really hammers that point home. Like there's more hope in your life than what you have right now. It's just a matter of going and finding it. So that was, and I think that I've kind of had some ideas of taking on a new satellite DJ project, and maybe coming from a different angle, but kind of the same persona. You've learned from that experience. How can you make it? How can you let it drive your next? I think the music will be better. I think not that you can really compare it because it's, apples and oranges there, but me as a musician, I think I've improved since those days as a songwriter. Kind of have more of a grasp on the actual concept because I've had a good 4 years to reflect upon the actual first one. So that was cool.
Well, I want to thank you for your time from Steelesque Movement, and we look forward to the next DJ Satellite project and some of your other music offerings. Appreciate your time.
No, thanks, Alan. Satellite Movement.